Everything else I tried to grow ended up dying. I had a horrible time of starting seeds indoor this year. It was a big struggle. I'm noticing, if you get a closer look at that, I don't know, I'm not very good at camcorders yet, but I'm seeing some cracks in here, some cracks in the stem, and I'm kind of worried about what that's supposed to mean. I'm hoping that plant is healthy. My petunias are doing okay. Some of them look crazy damaged, and others look alright. Might be too close to the plant, might be getting smothered by the zucchini. Maybe I didn't do it right. There's not a whole lot of information about planting petunias with the zucchini. But part of the thing is, as your flowers die, you need to pick off the dead one. Because if we don't, it will look kind of messy with dried flower heads all over it. To keep it flowering, to keep the bees coming, and whatever. And I imagine, if I were to let this go to seed, maybe I might get some free seed. Wouldn't that be great? So just pick off a few of these flowers when I'm here, just to help it along. I have a very, very tiny zucchini in here that is struggling along. Not really getting great momentum, but I keep watering it, keep fertilizing it. Sometimes they just don't take off as well as the others. Here we have just a ton of calendula, but if you take a peek, we do have more zucchini. My melon seems to be growing well. I've got a lot of melon. Sort of wondering what I'm going to do with the melon, because am I going to let them all grow, or am I going to harvest some now, like this summer? If I end up doing that, I could harvest these small rosettes in the fall, and then next summer I'll have 3 or 4 that are allowed to grow big. Like, for example, this is looking healthy, that looks healthy, over there looking quite large and healthy. If I leave just a few and let them grow tall, I would have seeds and also the medicine. And that is part of the plan. So that's my garden. I don't really have a lot of variety this year. Not really trying a lot of new things, except for the cantaloupe maybe. I can say that we have 2 new things that I've never done, and I'm not sure how we're doing. So I tried something different with growing turmeric, and you can see that it's starting to come up. Been out here maybe a week, pulling weeds as I talk to you. So you can see we've got some growth coming in right here. Oh no, that's really very fuzzy. I'm sorry about that. Here we go. That better? That's decent. You can see we have a little something coming up here. Some slow growth. Oh jeez, look at that. We have a shoot. Finally, a shoot of ginger coming up. 2 of them. Oh wow, that's great. The heat is really helping with this. In Maine, we have a lot of problems with just being cold and damp. Except for maybe July and August. So maybe I got started on this a little late. I'm kind of excited to have turmeric growing. Wondering if some of these are just not doing anything. I tend to sort of look in here and see what's going on. But when you take a peek underneath, you've got roots and the beginnings of a shoot coming up. And this is so funny because it's shaped like a K. Okay, I'm just going to gently push it back in. Sort of throw a little soil on top. And let it continue doing its thing. I threw some ginger in here You can see I have ginger in here. Oh, and you can see here, follow my finger, there we go. A little shoot starting to come up here. Maybe I should make it less. You can see that there. I've got a random pumpkin growing in here. I don't know how we're gonna do. There's not much time left for the summer for pumpkins. But that's alright. I just fool around and see what happens. This is actually one of them I found in my yard that sprouted. You know how squirrels bury pumpkin seeds? This is what that was from. It just popped up from the yard. Here we have green grass that I pulled from weeds. There's some of the stuff I like to bury into my soil for nutrients. So I tend to have buckets here and there with stuff that I pulled. I've got more arugula in this little bin here, plus a few weeds. And I tend to just sort of drop it right in there. I did greens and arugula in the side here, just to find more space. I didn't do so great with it in these two totes, that one in particular, because it was just so much to thin. A lot of it has gone to seed, and that's okay. I'm happy for seeds. I could never complain about that. So, one of the cool things.
Mommy, look at my bike.
Cool. Looks good.
I put it up there.
Yeah.
Make it do a backflip.
One of the things that I'm trying that's new in the garden here is strawberry plant that popped up out of nowhere, probably from compost. I'm happy. I can't complain. I'm very, very happy. Hey, look, we've got runners. The runners will grow in such a way where they will grow new plants by spreading all over your beds. It looks like it has been doing that. Take a look. That's a runner. This is a runner down here. See that? More runners. And some people say don't let them do their thing with the runners. I say yes, because this gives you free plants. Because you gotta pay money at the store for these runners. I'm sorry, not just runners, but plants. I'm trying to bury it in to give it an ability to set root. If you push it into the ground, it will set root. If you see how I had this thing pushing into it to grow roots, take a look. See those little roots coming out at the bottom? This is grown roots. It just needs to be watered and let it grow. And just push this little thing here to hold it down. You can see that. Let me fix this. So basically I'm using this, almost like a rock or weight, to hold it down, to push it into the ground to allow it to root. I believe I have a dahlia here. I've never grown dahlias. I wanted to have some extra flowers, something different and pretty. And that's about the different things I did. The new things were dahlias, turmeric, mums, marigolds. What is it? Turmeric and ginger. So I tried a couple of different flowers just to see if they would do well in the garden. But as far as new vegetables, I really didn't go too hog wild on new vegetables. I wanted to stick with what I know I can grow, for the most part. So, that is my tour. I don't have a whole lot more to share. I have these beautiful dahlias coming along. Probably should have planted them all individually into little pots, individual baby pots there. But you know, I ran out of space. And not just space for dirt, but space in the house and all that. Clary sage. My sage plant died last year, so I decided to go ahead and try planting some more. Now I have all this, many plants. So that's exciting. It's not exactly my favorite herb, but I do like to have it on hand. It's just useful for, you know, when you make stuffing, or you can even burn it like sage. But I don't really cook with it that much. There's more peas. Look at that. Food. Free food. here you go. It's so easy. I mean, it is easy. All you have to do is water and weed. But the hard part is showing up every day for the garden, watering, weeding. If you're starting from seed, there's, that daily dedication of keeping those plants alive. It depends on how hardcore you want to go. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope you have learned something from watching my video. I am not the type of super outgoing, super smiley, friendly YouTuber. I'm just kind of low-key, calm. I just show you around and hope you learn something from what I'm sharing. So, I will talk to you later. Have a great one.